So good afternoon everyone. We're in Preston today, in Lancashire, in northwest England, and as you can see we're stood outside Dean's Bakery. Now I've heard lots of good things about Dean's, and I've had a tip off that they do some of the best pies in the north of England. So without further ado, let's get in and let's check out these pies. Good cameo appearance. Before I forget, that chap that just appeared on my vlog, nice chap, had a good chat with him about Dean's, and apparently they do the best coffee remoirs ever. So next time I'm in Preston, I'm going to try out one of these coffee remoirs. Takes me back to my childhood. You can't get coffee remoirs in many places these days. They're quite an 80s kind of thing as far as I know. But yeah, anyway, if you're ever in Dean's, check out the pies and check out the coffee remoirs. Hey up, I need to tell you, don't I, how much the food that you're about to see me devour, how much it all cost. Now, I've retreated to my car because it is quite blustery today, and I don't want to make it sound like there's a hurricane going on in Preston. But anyway, we digress. So it came to a grand total of £6.55, and the breakdown of that is the butter pie was £2.40, the meat and potato pie was £2.40 as well, and the pork pie that you're about to see cost £1.75. So that should come to a grand total of £6.55. It's the 25th of February 2025. We're in Preston in Lancashire in northwest England. And please let me know what you think of the value of those after you've seen them. And whilst I was in Dean's, I took a photograph of the pie price list for you to have a look at. So we'll go through these one by one. Now, I know somebody's commented that I should have a plate with me, and I've remembered today. And my floor manager as well also suggested that I bring a cushion with me to keep it upright. So anyway, that's a pork pie. Looks good, that, doesn't it? Looks like it's got plenty of juice in it and jelly. So we'll crack into that in a sec. Now then, next, let's have a little gander at this one. Now, I'll tell you what, they're nice and warm, these. These are nice and warm pies. Let's have a look at this one, if we can get it out. There we go. So this one, crikey, it is hot, that, underneath, the underside of it. This is the meat and potato pie. Let's crack it out of its shell. So that's a Dean's meat and potato pie. That looks good. Put that back down. And last but not least, if I can manage to get it out of the bag, this is going to be the Preston or Lancashire butter pie. So I'll get that out of the bag. Ta-da! That's the butter pie. Let's have a quick gander at that, if we can manage to get it out of its shell. There we go. That is a butter pie in all its glory. Look at that. And they've all got some weight to them as well. Quite an heavy pie, that. So we'll crack into these, into this little lot, very soon. Right then, I think we should attack this pork pie first. So let's have another quick close-up of that. Looks good, that. Glistening in the, I don't want to say sunshine, because there isn't any, but it's glistening anyway in the daylight. So let's crack into that. There we go. So that's a cross-section of a Dean's pork pie. Packed in it, that, with ingredients. Looks good. Let's give that a try. That's good. You can see the jelly. Not too much of it. Nice salty. Nice salty cured pork meat. That is really good, that. Nice crispy pastry, nice pork pie. I know I'm making lots of noises, but that is a damn good pork pie. Right, next on the hit list, I think we'll check out, just make sure I've got the right one, we'll check out this butter pie. So let's give that a little slice into, if we can. There we go. A bit different these as well, because they're hot. These are hot pies, these. You can probably see the steam coming off. Lost some of the innards there. But these are proper hot, these. Should have probably brought a fork with me as well. But anyway, there we go. So that's a butter pie. Let's give that a whirl. Very nice, that. Should put that down a sec. It's burning my fingers. They are proper hot. But nice sliced pieces of potato in there. I don't really like them when they're too mushy. And that certainly isn't mushy. And as I say, it's a different animal because it's hot as well. If these were a bit cooler, they wouldn't break as easy, if that makes sense. But that is a quality butter pie, that. And just another quick shot of the innards and the pastry of the butter pie. Now, it has burnt my fingers, that, to be fair. That is a really hot pie. And it does change the consistency of the pies when they're hot, which I don't mind. Always nice to have a hot pie in it as well. So that's the potato. I'll give that another little bite. Nice layers of potato. You can taste the butter. And the last one out of the three, this is the meat and potato pie. Now again, I've just taken it out of its casing again, and this one is like molten lava. And it does change the consistency of the pies. But anyway, we'll persevere. That's a better shot, isn't it? There we go. Put that down. So that is, again, that is so hot. That is the insides of meat and potato pie. So let's have a little taste test of that. Now I know I'm a wuss, but like I say, this is like Sellafield times 10. But that looks packed with meat, that, doesn't it? Let's give that a little whirl. Nice and meaty. You can, as I said in one of my other vlogs, sometimes when you get a meat and potato pie, you don't see much meat in them. Now this one's a bit more of a traditional looking one than the one in Skipton, but nonetheless very nice indeed, that. Packed with ingredients. Nice big pieces of potato in there as well. Yeah, very nice pie, that. Very tasty. So let's go through these one by one, shall we? Now, usually I pick the pies up, but I'm not going to pick these two up because they are piping hot. And if I pick them up, they're going to fall apart as well. But that's not taking anything away from the bakery. Always good to have hot food, and these two are certainly hot. But we'll start off with a pork pie. So I can pick this one up because it's cold. So that one, great looking glaze on it, like an egg wash. You can see the juice and the jelly on top. Packed with ingredients, good bake on it. That's not got a soggy bottom at all, has it, that? Decent bake on it, that. Nice salty, cured pork meat. Tasted good quality, as all the pies tasted like they were good quality as well. So yeah, really good, that. Highly recommended, the pork pie. As they all are, to be fair. Now the next one is the Preston. I don't want to get told off, so I will say Lancashire as well. But I know it's a Preston thing. This is the butter pie. Get you a close-up of that. Nice layers of potato. You can taste the butter. Now, I probably prefer the layers of potato rather than like the mush. Because I know some bakeries do like a like a more mushy consistency of the butter pie. But that was superb as well. Nice crispy pastry on it. Good quality ingredients. Done Preston proud with that. Now moving on to the meat and potato pie. As you can see, that's packed with ingredients. Packed out with meat as well. I know I've said on another vlog that some meat and potato pies you only see a tiny piece, or pieces should I say, of the meat, but not with that one. And they didn't know I was coming. And some nice layers of potato as well. Good pastry. All of them tasted like they were good quality. Lady in the shop, sound, pleasant, nice and friendly. Looks like they do a good trade. How much did I say? £6.55 was it? I think it was £6.55 for all three. Good value that. I know people tell me in the comments that we're lucky up north. So, with the cost of things, and abroad as well. What am I going to give? It's a tricky one, this. I'm going to give those a 9.8. 9.8 out of 10. And if you're ever on Blackpool Road in Preston, heading out of Preston towards like the Fylde coast, come and give them a try. I'll show you where I've parked in a sec. So yeah, 9.8 out of 10 for those, and well worth a try, is Dean's. So Dean's Bakery is just down there, not far to walk. And if you want somewhere to park to eat your pies, you've got this little parking area here, and we're right at the entrance to Haslam Park in Preston, which is just down there. And this road, what I've just shown you, is Blackpool Road. I think it is anyway. If it's not, I'll put on the screen now what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's Blackpool Road. So anyway, all that remains for me to say is, please join me again on my next adventure, wherever that may be, either like we are here in Preston, in Lancashire, in northwest England, or elsewhere around the world. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.